In today's video, I'm going to be going over deck places 3 to 6 on the top 10 of the Japanese server for the summer season. Right, let's begin then with a tree deck. So tree is a deck that I think I've basically been kind of wrong on. Let me clarify that. I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was as good as it ended up being, and it's turned out to be pretty fucking good, and that's the story. Now look, man, let's just get started and have a look at this, and we'll see the unique things, because this is a mostly standard tree deck, but there is some interesting stuff here. So first, let's quickly go through the base minions. We've got two of the Demeet, Guardian of Demeet. This is the one that re-stands. So that's good. You know, even though this deck does run Phoenix, it's very likely to get destroyed. So it is important to have access to some mana very late in the game, so you can just stop yourself losing, mainly. 3 copies of Jack, obviously very, very key part. 2 copies of, I forgot her name, the Epic Evoker. She's obviously very, very good as well. She adds like resting and stuff, so she's really nice. 3 copies of Emma. I'm really happy to see Emma being played, finally. I think Emma is a great card. Unfortunately, she is slow. She only really shines in slower decks. So, it does make total sense to me that a tree deck would be the one that is able to take advantage of it. Especially when it allows you to do something like turn 10 goes to you, well, not turn 10, but turn whatever, you can play your third Emma and you have 10 mana. You get the 10 drop in your hand. You smash tree in the face. See if they have interaction. They have their interaction, they do their thing, and then you go, okay, play it again, play my 10 thing, get my mana back, restand my tree face again. That's pretty difficult to stop, and I imagine is one of the bigger reasons Emma is run. But of course, you know, it is still like a crazy card. It gives you so much, right? At all levels. Anyway, the interesting thing is that this does not run Village Girl of Demeet, which is a very standard thing that a lot of these tree decks run. They'll run a couple of copies of Village Girl of Demeet, 2 to 3 copies, and they'll run the cards that will allow you to search it from deck and place it directly into base, which will allow you to ramp a bit quicker. So I think that the trade-off this deck has basically made is, okay, we won't ramp quite as quickly, but like it's a 1-turn difference realistically. But we will, by doing this, allow us to take much more active turns early on and hopefully not fall behind as much as tree decks tended to. And that trade-off seems, in theory, to me, quite worth it. So, the 1-drops, we've very standard. The names have completely left my raccoon. That's it. The raccoon here is a very standard one. Obviously gives a very powerful effect when destroyed. Powerful, you know, this is the ram effect is good. We've got Binding Thorns, I believe Binding Thorns is what it's called, or Binding Ivy. Binding Ivy. This is obviously, again, very, very good. This runs the Flamingo, which... yeah, so Flamingo is when someone reduces your movement by 1 and plays a neutral mana, as long as you do it in your base in the rest state, and it cannot move. So again, this is one of those ones where, yeah, you know, going second. This is a really nice first turn play. Going first, obviously, that's good. Right, let's go back to the deck then. So again, we've got some very, very standard cards here. Arrow Wall is another really good one. So I think I've had conversations about this. The 2-cost green in the set that reduces like DP to 0 and destroys the thing that attacked. Why is that not run when Arrow Wall is? And it's simply because Arrow Wall reduces all damage by 1, which is obviously just better in more scenarios, and especially in this format. Being able to just go, oh, that's a nice golem summon you've got there, fuck you, is pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, that is the reason for that. Right, so then next we've got Elf Shaman, so she adds tone down, which is obviously quite nice. And then we've got the Cactus, which searches any 2-cost spell from your deck. So you'll be basically just going, thanks for the arrow wall. So that's like extra copies of that, as well as giving you something on board, which is nice. Platona, I think, is obviously phenomenally good in this deck. It's just letting you filter out all your shit cards you don't need anymore and getting back good stuff. Alex is Alex, providing ramp and a swooper in a deck that doesn't, because this deck doesn't generate cores, so it's always going to give you the core, is very nice. Giving you a blocker as well. Protect your forces is obviously very good. Sakura tree, oh goodness, I've forgotten the thing. Sakura, I forgot the Sakura thing. Again, obviously a very powerful card, another very powerful card. 1 copy of Mistaken, so as I said, this is another very classic meta pick. This specifically will deal with the tree mirror. Because she doesn't target, she just destroys, so this will deal with all kinds of different things. It's a very, very good meta pick. As long as basically your opponent doesn't have a can't be destroyed by effects, it's just like a can't be targeted kind of thing, then Mistaken will deal with them. So she's very valuable in that sense. Then we have got, oh goodness, I've forgotten the name again. Tentacle Tangle, I think it is, or Tentacle Entanglement or something. Tentacle Entangle. Another, obviously, like there's another staple tree card. If you want to know more about this, I did make a tree video, which you can go and have a look at, where basically most of this is run in that. So I go into more depth on basically those different picks. I don't want this video to go too long, which is why I'm going a little quick. And then finally we've got tree. Obviously, so this is basically just a more refined, I suppose, tree list. It's not constrained by budget, so the person's basically able to run whatever they want in it. And you can see it's, you know, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10 legendaries, right? It's 25% legendary. So clearly this is quite an expensive deck to put together, but it's definitely good. So yeah, that's the tree deck. Then that's place number 4. Now on to number 5, which is going to be another Battle Spirit Red deck. Now I did speak quite a lot about Battle Spirit Red in the previous video, so I'll go over this one a little bit more quickly. So again, we see the 6 base minions, not running the white one and not running the Clash King. So it seems that Japan has settled on that for their Battle Spirit Red deck list. So I suppose I'll have to try that out and, you know, give it a go for myself and see how that goes. But again, we've got this very standard 2/1 costs. This is another Kiron based list, so we can expect, as you can see here, the curve does look a little funky, but stuff is pushed down. So we got the very standard Ankylosaurus and the other one that reduces its cost reduction 2, so obviously very good. Triple Unicorn, double Lolo, double Salvager, triple blocker, like forces blocker when you attack with it, triple Sagitta Flame, triple Megaton Hammer, double Golem summon, but like Golem activation or mobilization, Golem mobilization, triple Golem summon. Obviously, you know, very, very standard stuff here at this point. 1 copy of the 6-drop that searches. I run 2. I think again 1 is also fine. 3 copies of Seagull Nova, again the staple. 2 copies of Dusk. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Of the construction 8/2. Again, very standard, very good with Golem summoning, reduces the cost very easily. And a copy of Rita. Rita is again very nice. It's good in the mirror. What you run at this top end really does seem to be kind of personal preference. In my opinion, I really like Rita. I think it's really good. So I'd probably be more likely to run Rita over other options. I'm not I understand the 8/2 is really good, but you know it's and I know I should run it. At the moment I'm not. I'm running the 12 costs that was just revealed legendary, as well as Ritas and stuff. And I think I flip-flop between like 0 and 1 copies of the Reducer dude. I know he's better, like I should be running him, but I'm just having fun with the big things that just go face and the Rita board wipes. So, you know, it is what it is. But again, so this red deck is very, very standard. Very, very standard for Japan as well. So this is the 5th place deck. And again, you know, very good. I'd say if you want to net deck it, go ahead. I think you'll probably see success with it. And the final deck list is not something ridiculously out there like it was last time, which sort of caused the video to really go quite far. So here we've got a Sphinx Phoenix version of purple. I completely agree with the logic behind Sphinx in purple. You basically just want to, that's for the mirror, pretty much. It make as well as against red to an extent, but primarily the mirror, which makes it like so much easier to deal with, basically, when you don't have to worry about everything you play in the first few turns just being removed. It means that you can kind of just focus on your stuff. Now, not restanding does kind of suck, but it's worth it when a lot of the meta is playing purple. Basically having a better matchup against that almost always is obviously very good. So we'll go through the list here. So again, 3 Yami, of course, 3 my Viol, so that's your staples. And then we got 1 copy of the Snake, which I think is interesting. Now I run a Phoenix Cannon here, because obviously I see, you see a huge amount of Battle Spirit Red. But this is another valid. So it's this Pendragon. If you have 3 more purple mana, destroy one of your opponents within 200 BP or less and draw a card. So as long as you're playing this early, this is pretty good. Even later on, this is very likely to give you some value. So I suppose like the logic is this is good in pretty much every matchup. I can't think of a matchup certainly where you're probably not going to get this off. But obviously the trade-off is it's a less powerful effect. Whereas with Phoenix Cannon, when it goes off, it fucking goes off. But when it doesn't, whatever. But Phoenix Cannon can still deal with 300 BP or less stuff. So I'd still go for the Phoenix Cannon. But, is what it is. And then we've got very, very standard stuff. Triple of the Skeleton, triple of the Soul Horse, very standard. Triple Shikitsuru, double Demon Dude, double the Skeleton generates Mud Swamp. 2 copies of Life Drain, I believe it's called. This is definitely a little bit different, so there is some variety here. Power consumption. So this is basically the fuck you blue card, because obviously if you're going as a Dew deck, it's going to be attacking multiple times. Dewy, the Bruna base minion, the mid-range kind of blue thing. So obviously that's going to be attacking multiple times. So you reduce its DP to 0 for the rest of the turn. You gain life equal to it. Basically, you're not dying that turn. You new to their whole turn, pretty much, which is obviously very good. Also very useful against the white OTK kind of deck. So yeah, this is generally a good thing against some of the decks in the meta right now. Nice option. Grave Robber is this demon-looking thing. This just places itself when salvaged from Dropstone, and then obviously Jaina Gone, good for numerous reasons. Then we got our 4-cost removal, which salvages if you've got Andros on board, which is salvaging any purple card is quite nice. Then we've got Petit Diable. This is good because when it's destroyed, your opponent also has to destroy something of their own, so it's giving you value. For this 3 copies of the Destruction spell is obviously very good as well. Then 3 copies of the Amazing spell, the Amazing Steinbolg, the Amazing minion Steinbolg. Again, phenomenal minion, really, really powerful. And 2 copies of Belphegor. If you want more details on the standard purple deck, I really go in a lot of depth in my purple showcase video, so I suggest you check that out. I don't want to, again, stretch this video out too long because it's 3 decks to talk about. So, that is the 6th place deck. So, yep, again, with these decks, these are very, very solid. I think these are really good. I think they're worth checking out, worth experimenting with. I will probably attempt to try out this tree-based deck and show a fuller, like a full tree build in an upcoming showcase, so please look forward to that. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. Please comment any questions you have about any of the decks or any content you'd like me to make, or just any questions about the game in general. I'm happy to respond to that. Please do subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the summer, so I'd appreciate it if you help me reach my goal. And yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Cheers.